John arrived in London again, but this time with a lighter heart. No meetings, no deadlines, he said, just music. A taxi dropped him off in front of a white building with red doors. The sign read, Abbey Road Studios. So this is where the Beatles made history, John whispered. The famous zebra crosswalk was right in front. Tourists were taking pictures, pretending to be the Beatles. John smiled. Maybe I should walk across too. He waited for the light, then crossed slowly with his hands in his pockets. One small step for rhythm, he joked. Inside, a staff member greeted him warmly. Welcome to Abbey Road, she said. Ready for the sound of history? More than ready, John replied. They entered Studio 2, where countless famous songs were recorded. The Beatles, Pink Floyd, Adele, she said proudly. John looked around. It feels like the walls are still singing. The guide smiled. They are. Music never really stops here. On one table lay an old tape recorder. Is that real? John asked. Yes, the guide said. Original analog tape, from the 1960s. So much magic in one small machine, John whispered. It captured feelings, not just sounds. The guide nodded. That's what makes analog special. It breathes. John leaned closer. Technology with soul, he said softly. They moved to a control room full of buttons and lights. This is where engineers mix emotions into music, the guide explained. Mix emotions, John repeated. I love that. Exactly, she said. Every button changes how people feel. John sat at the console, wearing headphones. Want to try? She asked. Sure, John said, smiling. Let's make something beautiful. She played a simple piano melody. Now add a voice, she said. Say something true. John thought for a moment, and spoke softly into the mic. The world needs rhythm, and kindness. The sound echoed back through the speakers, warm and deep. That's perfect, she said. You've got the Abbey Road spirit? John laughed. Maybe. I found my next hobby. In the hallway, framed gold records covered the walls. Each one is a story, the guide said, a dream turned into sound. John stopped at a Beatles album cover. They changed music forever, he said. Because they believed emotion mattered more than perfection. Just like leadership, John thought, heart before logic. In the studio shop, he bought a small roll of recording tape as a souvenir. Old technology, eternal memory, he said. Outside, the sun broke through the London clouds. Musicians were sitting on the grass, strumming guitars. John sat nearby, listening quietly. Music connects strangers faster than words, he thought. A young busker began to sing, Let It Be. John hummed along softly, smiling. When I find myself in times of trouble, the singer sang. T here is always someone whispering words of wisdom, John whispered back. He opened his journal and wrote, Creativity is emotion made visible. And sound is the soul's handwriting. A gentle breeze carried the music down Abbey Road. John closed his eyes and let it wash over him. Thank you, music, he whispered, for teaching me how to feel again. His 79th bucket list dream had come true. One note at a time.